So yeah, this is my MacBook Pro editing desk setup. It's been a long time in the works, but I'm finally sort of settled into it, so I figured I'd make a video about it and share why I think it works for me. So I guess we'll start with the MacBook Pro. This is a 16-inch version, has pretty decent specs, and does exactly what I need it to do for video. Can edit 4K video in a breeze, pretty much handle whatever I need to throw at it, so that has been awesome. And basically the way I dock it is I just put it on my little shelf and I plug in one single USB cable to power the whole thing. And I'll get to that a little bit later. But that has been my favorite part of this setup so far, being able to have this big editing desk with all my peripherals, but then just be able to unplug the computer with one cable and take it on the go. And usually the way I plug it in, it still has two USB-C ports facing out plus a headphone jack, which I don't really use, but we'll get to that later. Having it on the outside there is convenient if you need to plug in a hard drive or anything else. Alright, I guess we'll start moving from left to right. So first up is my headphones. I love these headphones. They're, what are they? Audio Technica Air Ath-Ad700x's. Anyway, they're open back headphones and really high quality, and I love it. I love it for music and watching movies. It just really makes everything feel like everything's right there with you in the room. They're not technically the best headphones for video editing, so when I need to be really precise, I have Audio Technica M50s, which are studio monitors, so very clean signal. And then over in the left corner of the desk, I have one of my Logitech speakers. These were super cheap speakers. I think they were like 30 bucks or something like that. But before, I was actually using the speakers built into my monitor, which is not good. And you know, people might scoff at the idea of buying $30 speakers, but it's actually incredible what two stereo speakers and a subwoofer could do to your audio setup. Next to that is my Super 8 camera, which I don't use that much because film is expensive. Next to that, I have a fake potted plant, and here's sort of my audio section. So this is a volume knob that sort of powers on and controls the volume of my Logitech speakers, but it also has a headphone out jack, and that's what I'll plug my headphones into when I need them for editing. And that's really convenient because it's on top of the desk, but not only is that connected to my computer, but it's also connected to my record player. So that way I could use my headphones when both listening to stuff on my computer and also when listening to records. And the little device to the right of that is what makes that all possible. This is basically an audio interface switcher thing. Has a really big tactile volume knob on the top, which I absolutely love. I'd much rather adjust volume with a knob than, you know, going through the settings. And same with switching audio sources. I hate going through the settings in the software and changing it to headphones or speakers or whatever. This is just a hard switch. And basically right now I have my computer audio running through it and my record player audio. So I can switch between them with just a single button. And there's also a mute button on there, which is great. And then the speakers automatically turn off when I plug my headphones in, so it all works really simply. And then the centerpiece of the whole desk is my monitor. It's a 4K monitor, which is great, so I can edit in 4K resolution. It's not the highest refresh rate, but I'm not really a gamer or anything like that, so I mostly view footage in 24 frames per second, so that's really all I need. Below the monitor is a MIDI keyboard, which I don't use enough. And then in front of that is my real keyboard. This is a pretty new addition. It's a mechanical keyboard, which is awesome. It's backlit and it's Bluetooth, and I just love the size. It's perfect for the way I edit and the sort of whole aesthetic of the desk. Clicking the keys is super satisfying. And then to the right of the keyboard is my mouse pad. This is an MX Master mouse. I would highly recommend it. It's probably my favorite mouse I've ever used, but mine has an issue with the battery now where it doesn't last more than a day, which is not how it's supposed to be. So I have to use it plugged in a lot of the time now, and I hate wires on the table, as you could probably tell from the rest of my desk. But for now, it works. To the right of my monitor, I just keep a couple lenses there. And then next to that is my Ember smart mug. Yes, smart mug. I love coffee and other hot beverages, and this thing is amazing. It's a battery powered mug where you can choose which temperature you like to drink your coffee at, and then it has a heater built in that maintains that temperature. Highly, highly recommend this as a gift to any coffee drinkers out there. Moving on from that, I have another fake plant, some blue light glasses that I also don't use enough, and then I have my 8 terabyte hard drive, which I am filling up at a scary fast rate. And then over at the very end by the window is my record player and my record collection. I love listening to records. I love the tactile quality to the medium. I love owning a collection and all the album artwork, and I just think it's a really great thing to have, and I have a lot of fun with it. And the way the records sound through my open back headphones is just awesome. And that's pretty much it as far as the top of the desk goes. I like to keep it pretty minimalist, but where the interesting thing comes in is actually under the desk. So to the right of where I sit, I actually have a dongle velcroed to the bottom of the desk. Out faces a USB port and some card readers. Now this has been awesome. I've always loved the concept of computerless desks and sort of the computer being built into the desk, and this has gotten me pretty close to that sort of feeling. This dongle is basically the beating heart of this setup and what makes connecting everything so easy. It's been awesome just to have an SD card and plug it right in by my side and have everything work. Same thing if I have a flash drive or a hard drive, I could just plug it right into the desk basically. And then on the back side of the dongle are more ports. And this dongle is what that one USB cable plugging into my laptop is. It all leads directly to this. And from there I can connect it to hard drives, power source, monitor, speakers, pretty much anything you can think of. And that has made my life so much easier to just grab and go, or sit down, plug in, have everything connect and laptop charge and be ready to go. So yeah, I think this might be my perfect setup. I think it's so clean and functional and really relaxes me and helps me get some work done. So I guess let me know what you think or what you would do differently or any advice for me. I don't know. So yeah, let me know if you like this video. More to come.